everyone, Mr. Comic 69 here. So this is a kind of fun preparatory video. In about a little under 2 weeks, I'm going to be going to the Colorado Springs Comic Con, where all fingers crossed, Gerry Conway will be there this time. He was supposed to be there in August 2000, but or 2020, should I say? But a little thing called COVID happened and everything shut down. So I was upset, to say the very least, that I would not get a chance to meet Gerry Conway and have him sign a couple of my Spider-Man books. I think at the time I planned on having him sign the first Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin. I think I had him planned to have him sign a comic or two of the reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 129. But last year, news through their website to the Colorado Springs Comic Con was that Gerry Conway would be back this year. So I am super stoked. So I mean, in a way, I had to wait 2 years to get a couple books signed by him. The better news, or the good news, is I can have better books signed by him this time. I'm gonna be cracking and having him sign ASM 121, Death of Gwen Stacy. You know, I had a reprint of this one at the time, Marvel Tales. Now I can have him sign the original. CGC 4.0. Hi, hun. My wife's over here flirting with me. But CGC 4.0. I might lose grades in these books, yes, but I am more excited about the possibility of having Conway, who is tied for my favorite writer of Spider-Man, like right up there with Nick Spencer, because he's the guy who I came into Spider-Man with. But I can have him sign this book, so even if it drops down to a 3.0 or a 3.5, I am happy I have that yellow label with Conway's signature. The next book I got, Amazing Spider-Man 122, Death of the Green Goblin. This, I believe, I would have had at the time of Conway's signing. Got it from Southern Comic Geek for, I think, $100, $120 at the time. It's more valuable now, but what ASM book isn't. Really excited to have him sign this book. So CGC 6.0, highest grade book. Again, if it drops down, it drops down. I'd almost rather drop down a full grade and have it be a 5.0 than a 5.5. But that's just my twerk about 0.5 grades. The only one I don't mind seeing is a 1.5 for some reason. So there, that one. And then the last book, like I said, I would have had a Marvel Tales or Marvel Milestone edition of 129, which is a, not a dollar book by its own mean. It's just that very book is a, I don't know, $20 book, whatever. But I'm gonna have him sign this book that actually helped win me my last Comigories Home Edition. So now I'm a 3-time winner of Comigories at home, so cool. Anyway, so CGC 4.5. Again, it might drop down. We know how much harder CBCS grades their books. But if this dropped down to a 4.0, I'm fine. I'm happy with a 4.0, honestly. I just want that signature. This book is not going anywhere, so even if it drops down to a 4.0 and I lose, just say for the sake of argument, say $200 in value, I'm gonna gain that value back by holding on to the book for another 10 years. So anyway, so those are the 3 books I'm gonna have signed for sure. I might have him sign that book there, my Battle, Superman versus Amazing Spider-Man. He wrote that one, and because I can't have that one graded by CBCS or CGC, I'm gonna take that book straight home with me, obviously. So yeah, cool. I don't think I'm gonna have him sign any other books, honestly. I mean, I entertained the fact of having him sign my facsimile reprint cover of Amazing Spider-Man #1, since it didn't get returned by CBCS with the book encapsulated. I mean, it's along that same line of where do you draw the line for signatures by writers or artists or whatever. Is it, you know, there's that tier where they had something directly to do with the book, like Stan Lee invented Spider-Man, or Romita Jr. did the artwork, Spencer, Slott, Conway, they wrote the book, they invented the character. But it's not that record where he has something directly to do with it, but he has something to do with the character and its history, you know. But I don't think I'm gonna have him sign it, honestly. I briefly had fun with the idea. I'd rather him sign 3 for sure, and I'm probably gonna do a 4th of that book there. So let's I'm gonna get back to you guys in just a second after I perform surgery and crack these books. So wish me luck. Alright, we are back. I have cut out, or actually I say cut out, but I have carefully taken these books out of their cases, slabs. So now it's just a matter of having Gerry Conway sign at least these 3 books, potentially that 4th one above me, my shoulder. Now it's just a matter of question of where to have Gerry sign these books. I'm thinking I would like him to sign, you know, it's kind of diagonal here, you know, between the Punisher and Spider-Man. Or maybe I'll have to look at his signature and all that, because I've seen some people do right across the logo so it doesn't take out the picture, I understand. Because the only other options are literally right down there, which might be an option too, right at the feet and face of Spider-Man right there. So either there or there, I'm thinking of. So that's that. Hopefully, like I said, I keep the 4.5. But if I lose it, it's worth it for a Conway signature. I got 122. I'm thinking right across here, you know, because it's a little too busy down here for a signature. So I'm thinking, like I said, right across here, or right across the glider area. Again, I'm gonna have to look and see what a Conway signature looks like, and see if I can devise a window for him to sign. And then the last one, of course, the death of Gwen Stacy. And the only really obvious place is basically, I think, right across between Gwen and Mary Jane. Oh, not Mary Jane. Between Gwen and Mary Jane. Wait, between Gwen and Mary Jane, but between Gwen and Aunt May. But right there across that spider ass. So that's why I think, again, I'm going to research his signature, find how big it is, and find the best place for it. So again, you know, 129, 121, 122. I'm going to keep these, because that's the only downside I had when I turned in my Superman 75, 252, and books and all that, is these books were in the back of the bags. When they were cracked, they just put in the back of the bags, and then they were thrown away with everything else. I want to keep these so I can remember for sure, remember the grades, and just compare them otherwise. So I look forward to it. I'm not going to press any of them. I asked Big Will, because he does Big Will and all that, to look up the grades notes for me, since he has CGC membership and all that, and all that. He said, based on what I see here, the only one that's worth a press was, I think, 121. Would be worth a press to get. And the other two I pressed wouldn't have really solved the issues that were wrong with the books. And so I'm not gonna get them pressed. So I'll be fine. They'll be fine. Like I said, if they drop a grade are two, you know, if they drop down to a 3.0, 5.0, and 3.5, 4.0, I'll be happy. I'll still be happy because they're signed. Anyway, that's the books. Hopefully here, I'll get the. Hopefully the next 2 weeks come by soon here, and I might throw in a little signature clip recording video while this happens, and possibly at the very end of this video here, you know, a year from now, when I get the books back from CBCS, I'll include a sliver or partial of that video of these 3 books being ungraded and showing what the grade is, just so you guys can see that full circle kind of a thing. So piece together this video plus that'll be a year old by then, plus the new footage at the very end. So look forward to that video. So take care, everyone. Wish me luck. Comment down below, where would you have Gerry Conway sign those 3 books? You know, be specific as you can be, since obviously we're not talking in person. You're holding up your copies saying here. You know, like I said, 121 I'd sign right across Spider-Man's ass. 122 I'd have basically sign down here in this glider area of Green Goblin. And 129 here, I don't know, between Spider-Man and Punisher, or right at the bottom, you know, would just be the best. Because I don't want, one thing I don't want to do with this one is I don't want to put his signature flat across Spider-Man's chest. I don't want to, or far flat across Punisher. I want them to still be visible if possible. So that's the dilemma. Some covers are just naturally easy for, oh, a signature will go perfect here because it's a blank space, you know, or blank enough. Anyway, so comment down below. What would you guys do? Where would you guys put it? So take care. Happy collecting.